What's up, everybody? This is Channel here. In today's video, what we're gonna talk about is two things we're gonna be talking about is Master Duel and Duel Links. This consists of the World Championship. So I did make a post, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys are still probably reading it. That I posted all the and what we can do is go to their website because it's pretty much all you use for us to easier for us to have more information because Duel Links can put it on there. Okay, so for what they have, so World Championships is in August. Okay, so it starts from August the 29th to the 31st, which is basically a 3 day weekend. And these are the rewards. Well, yeah, we know we've seen them. These gonna be in French. Like the idea of them exactly using it, yeah, because they actually doing some of it a bit different now. So they having whole best out of five. So more basically is gonna be more. Oh yeah, one thing for sure, you know that before you can't actually watch the two duels go at it on in Duel Links, also in Master Duel. You can use that, but this time around they actually streaming on different platforms now. Yeah, YouTube always did have it. They had that on a certain one. I think it was I think it was on a certain one. Then they have it on Twitch. This is the Twitch name you gotta get. Yeah, basically these are the Twitch channels you gotta get. By one is for Duel Links and one for Master Duel. So the best out of five duels. So more basically, you gotta win up to three duels. They is starting something with a special feature where this is for Master Duel. That it's an AI thing. It's an AI live commentary because we've been hearing about a lot of things that consist of things that's going on with the AI service. Well, actually, in general, with anything actually, if it's in acting or the other things that's going on now. So they gonna have it in all the languages. I can't wait to see what this is. This is something that they gonna have on the 29th, the start of the 29th. So they gonna explain it. Then they had day two. So day two is just gonna pretty much be the exact same thing. This going like the this is gonna be the finals, semifinals that's gonna be on too. So like they stream on all these platforms for that one. And the trading card games also part of this too. I'm actually wait. I think is this the right page because I know that. Yeah, that's what I thought. So these are the four things. This is basically the four things that we're gonna be having. So we got the trading card game. That's pretty much on probably first because I think Duel Links is gonna start on the next day. Because I think that they're gonna have trading card game gonna start the semifinals basically on the next day. So we have the Yugioh trading card game, the Duel Links speed format, the Rush Duel format for Duel Links. Then we have Master Duel. So the final rules, so the rules they have is that this is the train car game, which this is not. So basically, you have to each round will consist of one match. So the first duel is to win two duels wins the match. After the six rounds are complete, there will be a cut to the top eight. Day one of the Yugioh TCG World Championship 2025 will be consist of 7 rounds of Switch tournament play. Day two will consist of three single elimination rounds, qualifier, finals, semifinals, and the championship match. Again, featuring the remaining top eight duels from the day one. Yeah, so more likely the championship match is gonna be on the last day, which they gonna have the championship match. Then they have the celebration. So duels may use a deck which they are registered for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG World Championship. Cards that are not listed on the submit deck list cannot be used. Yeah, we know that. And then also, I think they got some kind of countdown thing in here too. So that's up to the judge. The judge rules the match of the match choose to go first or second for the next match. Okay. So yeah, they doing the thing which is called in a match. So they have a like a 50-minute uh match. So if it's not finished, it be count. The result would be a double loss. So that's what they call it now. So that's the way it is. Yeah, this happened. The crazy thing is that this happened in the way how Yugi and Pegasus duel will most likely attempt. When they duel, when the timer was off, it counts as a loss because whenever dudes can't win, the time is off as a double loss. Yeah, we already know about the duels, about the slow playing, the penalties. But yeah, that some of these rules is exactly what we do know. All right, so for duel links, for the rush side, so the main tournament would comprise 3 rounds played in the switch draw format. This means that players with similar result DP will be put to each other's match. So more likely the players that had the highest DP points. The winner of each round will be determined by a BO5 match. First to win 3 matches, 5 max duels. During each round, you could be rewarded 3 DP points for a win, 0 DP points for a loss, and 1 DP for a draw. The top 4 players after 3 rounds will advance to the final tournament. So the highest DP points, the highest average DP points of opponents, the highest DP points of opponents defeat. So this was the rankings. It's determined by yeah, this is in the tournament, not in the leagues. The final okay, so the final tournament will comprise of two semifinal and one final play in the single tournament format between the 4 players who advance from the main tournament from the first stage. The winner of each round will be determined by the BO5 first. What do you have to repeat that? All right, so the deck rules. Duels will consist of 5 decks that fall in the kind below. Duels must follow the forbidden limited list effective as of August the 1st. So one thing for sure is that well, we could just determine anything that's released before August the 1st you can use, but any other card that's released afterwards, so me and Tiger is not going to be able to be used in this tournament too. So just as you know, the Sire is going to be unlocked way before this tournament even starts. So that's what that means. And the limited list is going to start. So pretty much, you still probably have to follow it. I don't know if that will affect the skills or anything. But yeah, pretty much they'll do that. That'll pretty much be way before line because you won't have to follow it. Duelists must prepare 5 decks each, done with different character and skills. So meaning that you're gonna have to you have to prepare for 5 decks. Whoever made the tournament, it's not for anybody. So it's 5 characters, different decks, different skills. At least 3 decks must have a legendary skill set. Hmm. Yeah, okay, that's a yeah, the legendary skill set. Oh, they mean legendary duels, more likely, not the the arsenal skills. Okay, duels can only have up to 3 copies of each total deck or across the deck. Yeah, we know that. Okay, duels can only have 1 copy in total of each one, limit 1 across all of their decks up to 2 copies of each, so limit 2 across the deck. Cards you can only attain 1 to 2 copies in the game. In game can only be included up to limit across the cards. Duels can have up to 3 copies of each last card with a maximum of 1 per deck. However, if a last card is limited 1 or limited 2 or only 1 to 2 copies. Yeah, we know this. This is not rocket science. Duels cannot use any new cards, characters, or skills as skills which be added on the deck or after. So more likely if it's some new skills that's added on the first, you cannot use it. You have to use the skills that's before. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the rush format. So the speed format, this is more likely the exact same with the duels. How many duels y'all win? And it's just like the exact same way with this. You got to prepare the 5 decks and with the different characters and skill. At least 3 decks. So well this at least 3 decks have to have a legendary skill set, which they more likely talking about the character skills. They not talking about the archer skills, just like the I don't know if I'm saying the skill that's like an archer skill that's not a legendary skill. So yeah. Easels can select 3 Titanic cards, include 3 copies of per deck. I think this is something new with the Titanic card. So select the card I table in the game, or if it's limited 1 or 2, only 1 or 2 copies can be per deck. Yeah, so they actually did they did make things change a bit because last time I think what people were doing, I think they used about 2 decks that they had to use. I think it was like up to 2 or 3 decks that they use differently. So for Master Duel, they have. I don't know if it's a box gonna be coming out. I don't even think it's gonna be a box coming out for Master Duel. Not before then. So all decks must follow the ban list effective of August the 10th. If one deck contains 2 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, that could be most 1 copy across other decks. They only let you use 1 copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon. If one deck contains 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon, none of the other decks can contain a copy of deck. One deck that contains one that contains 1 copy of Call of the Greater Samurai limited card. That can only be most of 1 other copy. So you gotta be careful what you add into your deck too, because you can only have a limit of cards that you can have. Each team could design up to 3 different cards as share cards. Yeah they actually did this doing it. For example, if you select Blue Eyes White Dragon as a share card, you could include 3 copies in each of your deck. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool thing. And so I guess it's a whole different thing with the team thing. Okay. Well, pretty much the master duel thing is actually a team effort thing that you have to do. Okay, so in the final first stage, groups will be formed of 6 teams, in the round robin competition will be held among the 6 teams in each group. The top 2 teams from each group will proceed to the final round. The ranking with each of the determined by the following: total rounds won, most individual duels won, total duels won by the team leader. 1, 2, 2, 3 have won all the 3 matches of the same team. Okay. Yeah, I remember that this was like a team effort thing. See through the final time with final tournament for the total. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got the World Championships. Yeah, they supposed to have crap. So, what is the it's supposed to be like a celebration thing, but they don't get it. So, this is a little bit crazy. Okay, yeah, they don't have to. Okay. They also showed us the ceremony thing. But you know what? I'm about to look on it on my phone. Alright. Let's see. I'm trying to look for it, and they making it hard for me. Okay. I'm up here trying to find it. Here it is. Okay. They they have like a celebration, um, a celebration event, which will also be held for that. That's when it will be sort of prizes and stuff. Yeah, just the main prizes of Mirror Force and what's it called? French and Breaker, the magical warrior in that fight too. And they supposed to have more information, so we might get something new or something with Duel Links and Master Duel. So we'll see how the way that goes. Because it's about Salmon. Because of the last time, what they did do with Dueling, they did show the world of what's that called? Go Rush. Because Go Rush was during that time. Go Rush was having some kind of thing with that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the next thing what we have is that yeah, we did talk about this. That this is something they have for Master Duel that's gonna start on this, and they're gonna talk about it. But otherwise, for that, that's pretty much it, though. Yeah. So that's all they really got. And I was supposed to, yeah, that's one more thing I wanted to show out that I did post it out. Okay, so just for this, they gonna keep showing it's a mega pack reveal tracker. So this don't come out until September, so they gonna start posting the cards, not just post the first two cards I want. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for this video. That's all I wanted to share with you guys with this because these are the new rules. But you can be able to watch it more frequently. You can watch it on the Duel Links app. That's what I did the last time I watched it on the app. But otherwise, be sure to subscribe and drop a like, and I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.